Hi, welcome back to Cutting and Cooking with Pops. Today we have a recipe that it's called Black Sparrows with Black Bean Sauce. It's a recipe my dad had taught me a long time ago. Pops, let's get right to it. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Got these nice meaty ribs. Might give it a little trim before we do it. Then we're gonna go back and cut them on the saw. I'll show you how I cut them on the saw. Giving this a little trim. Just cutting a little bit of the fat off. This actually is pretty nice set of spare ribs. So that's all we're gonna do, just because it looks better. Looks better without all that fat on there. When I go to cut it, you might get a little rib with a lot of fat on it. And there's enough fat, intermuscular fat in there for the flavor anyway. All right, let's go back there and get on the saw. All right, now that we've got these cut up into small strips like this, we're gonna cut them individual. Just cut them in between the bone. Start on one end. You can see where the bone is. Cutting this with my 10-inch victorinox knife. It's always butcher's choice of knives. I'm gonna get these cut just a little bite-size, little pieces. Some might be thicker than the other because the end, it has a little bit more meat on it than, like, say, the middle. For instance, this little rib right here, and then you got these thicker ones. So we'll get these cut up, put these in the pot. Got this nice little pile of riblets. All right, one other ingredient forgot to mention is this Scott's garlic oil. It's canola oil infused with garlic. Really, really good. Get that in there going so we could get a nice sear on these ribs. That oil is rippling around in there, the little waves in the oil. Just get those in there. All right, we're gonna let these sear. I'm gonna stir these around my dad's, Pops, his nice little handy spoon. They don't make them like this anymore. It's a nice old school spoon. Mix these around, give these a good mix. Just let them sear, sweat out a little bit. We'll give these a little season with some pepper, not a lot, just a little bit. Some granulated garlic. If you use some minced garlic, chop up your own or buy the one in the jar. Give this a stir. There's also some garlic in that black bean sauce. There's enough sodium in that black bean sauce. Well, that's browning up a little bit. We're gonna cut half of this onion right here. No fancy way, just give it a peel. Get that first layer off. Throwing that in there. Give a nice little stir, let those onions sweat in there. Get all those flavors going. Cut this bell pepper. Try to use every last bit of this bell pepper right here. We're just giving it a quick, rough chop. These are all gonna render down and give it some flavor at the same time. Let those sweat in there for a couple minutes. And we'll get to adding the black bean sauce. It's that simple. Let those sweat. All right, you can see those peppers are sweating down. Those onions are turning translucent. All those flavors are getting in that meat. Grab this black bean sauce. Just dump it in. Get all that goodness out of there. Kind of thick when it goes in. You can see the consistency. Just give it a good mix. By the time those vegetables break down, the ribs give off more juice. It's gonna be in a nice sauce. And we'll just let this cook like medium low, maybe not quite put the lid all the way on, but enough to let some steam out, and just let it simmer. All right, we're ready to plate this up. Right here we got some Calrose rice. It's nice sticky rice. Or if you want a little appetizer, let's get some of these ribs on here. Can't forget to get some of that juice on there too. This juice is good enough. Simple recipe. 7 ingredients. That rice will soak some of that up. Let me see which one of these is they should all come right off the bone. Let me let it cool off a little bit so I can pick one up and bite it. All right, you saw it. Fairly easy recipe, 7 ingredients. You saw what I did. Took a total of maybe 2 hours, simmering for an hour and a half. Cut the ribs up. Have your butcher, grocery store, cut those ribs up in 3 pieces, going vertical. If not, come in to Pop's Premium Meat Shop. We'll cut it up for you, no extra charge. That's what we're here for. If you have any other recipes where you know what to do with the little pieces of pork spare ribs, let me know. Comment in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in to Cutting and Cooking with Pops. Right now we have some people to feed. Should come right off the bone like that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and see you next time on Cutting and Cooking with Pops. One love.